welcome. This is Ruth, and today I have another little video for TONIC Studios. I'm going to be using some Nuvo drops. Primarily I'll be using the crystal drops, but I may add a few other ones in as well, maybe vintage drops or jewel drops or something like that, but mostly crystal drops. And I want to show you how you can do some really simple Christmas decorations. You'll be able to make something really nice. This is one that I made earlier, and although that's not a Christmas one, it has given me the idea that I could go ahead and possibly draw some nice Christmas holly and maybe some fir branches or whatever with berries onto this glass jar and put a little tea light inside and make something really pretty. So if you haven't actually seen these ones before, I've done a little video showing you just how easy it is to use crystal drops and glitter drops. I think I used on this one as well, to make all these lovely little paperweights or whatever you would use them for, little things to pop up around the house in plant pots and whatever. So I'll put the link to that one in the description down below, and now I'll just get this jar ready and start. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I'd love you to do that and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be able to keep up to date with all these new videos coming along. But there are playlists down there below as well that you'll be able to check out and see some of the other things that I've already done. Thank you very much if you do that. So I've taken a jar. This is actually just a little pickle jar, and it's all nicely cleaned out. And I've got some crystal drops here. So this one is Neptune crystal drops. That's a kind of gloss one. And then this one is bottle green crystal drops. And you can see I've actually added the precision nozzle onto the top of that so that I get a very fine little line coming out of that one. But actually these nozzles are quite fine already. This one is eucalyptus leaf, and those are not too different, but I just wanted a couple of different shades. I've also got dirty bronze metallic drops, and then I have this one as well, which is red berry crystal drops. Now those are all crystal. I haven't anything else there at the moment, but I think I will come back and add some glitter drops or vintage drops or whatever in. I've also got two little cocktail sticks here. They're handy if you want to just pull a little of the drops further out as you go along. And well, I'll just start. I don't want to make this too difficult because I think not everybody just feels like going ahead and trying something like this if you haven't done it before, although that's actually really simple. But I think this time I'm going to do some branches coming down, little fir branches with berries on, and possibly a few holly leaves. So I hope you follow along and enjoy this, and I hope you'll give it a little try too. I've got some of the dirty bronze metallic crystal drops, and I'm going to come roughly from the top there, just where this bulges over a little bit, and make a little branch coming down. But it doesn't matter if it's not perfect because I'll be adding lots of foliage in on top, so just go from there and come right down. And you see that's not actually perfect, but it doesn't matter. I can move some of that back with the cocktail stick. But I'll be adding some foliage on, and that will cover up anything that's not looking quite right there. So I think I will add some green on first of all. So this one is, as I said, the one with the precision nozzle. This is bottle green. I'm going to put some of that below, and then I'll wait until it dries, and then I'll add some of the other greens. Some of them fanning out this way, but then others to overlap and come in the way as well, because when a branch is hanging up it doesn't all go exactly the same way, all these little bits. So just bear that in mind, and don't worry about those little bumps there because that will all even out at the end. It's very tempting at that stage to want to add all the rest in, but if you do that at this stage, you'll probably get some of it all running into each other, as it's really just safer and better to move that slightly around to roughly about, I'm going to divide this into 3, and I'll do another one here, and then I'll let that one dry and make sure I don't lie that down on it while I'm working at it. These don't all have to be exactly the same anyway. So now you can see I've actually got 3 of those on there. So I've just divided it roughly into 3, you can see from the top, and I just need to leave that aside to dry because it's very important that you don't start adding other bits onto that until that dries. And if you're anything like me, this will be the hardest part, will actually just be leaving that alone. But do that and come back once it's dry. This has dried beautifully. I didn't really need to leave it very long at all, but I had so many other projects on the go at the one time that I actually left it overnight, so it's turned out really, really beautiful. And now I'm going to go ahead with the other drops here. So I've got the crystal drops in Neptune, and this one is eucalyptus leaf, and then I picked out dream drops, and these ones are dragon scales and they're iridescent, and that will look really, really lovely. So I can go very carefully around this and add these on as long as I don't overlap. I wanted that base one on first, so I'm going to do a little bit of each colour on each one and turn it round and let it dry again. And I've, as always, got a little piece of paper here so that I can just check out if there are any air bubbles before I start, because I don't want a big splodge when I go on here. That's a lovely little mixture of drops around there, and it's turned out really well, but it needs to dry before I add any more on. I haven't added the dream drops on yet, so that will be the next one, and I'm just going to set that aside, and I can't sit at peace, so I'll go and do something else while that's drying, and I'll be right back. But I've got some lovely red berries and some other stuff to add some snow on once that's finished, so I'll be back once that dries. So that's all perfectly dry now, and it looks really, really beautiful. I'm going to go in with the Dragon Scales Dream Drops and just add that little iridescent touch, and then I'll leave that to dry and come back with the berries. That has dried out really, really beautifully, and now I want to add some glitter drops on top and some jewel drops. You'll probably notice there that I have a little G on a sticker on top of the glitter drop lids. I do that on all of them, and a little J on my jewel drops, and that just lets me know very easily when I open my box what exactly I'm looking at. So now I have some honey gold glitter drops, and I'm going to add those down just down along here and on some of the branches just on the inside near the stem. And then, well, I know that that doesn't technically have red berries, but because it's a Christmas project, I want to add some red berries as well. So that's why I'm adding the gold ones first, and then I'm going to add some jewel drops. So these are holly berries and they dry translucent, but I want a little bit of different texture through them, so I'm going to add the holly berries jewel drops, and I'm going also to add some of these ruby slippers glitter drops as well. got some glitter accents here, and these are called Fresh Snowfall. Now they're actually quite a lot thicker than the glitter drops, so I want to add them along the bottom edge here and then some on top of these leaves. So I know not to just go near the berries and things at the moment, but I can add just a little to look like snow on these branches. I don't want to add too much, it's just a hint. And then I'll add some on the bottom as if the snow is lying, and I'll just show you what that's going to look like. Just a little bit of a snowy effect at the top, but I don't actually want to have it sitting all around the outside, so hopefully this will work. I'm just going to put a little drop of this out onto a piece of card. I think I need a new bottle of this now. I've been using that for a long time. And just with an oldish kind of brush, I'm going to stipple a little bit of that around the outside, around the top there on the inside, not the outside. And it's really just to give a snowy effect at the top without adding too much more texture on the outside, because I want to add some ribbon around the top of that as well. So while I was letting that other one dry, I had a little look at the website, and I just noticed that the glitter accents are actually out of stock on the TONIC website at the moment. And when this actually goes on my YouTube channel, it could well be back in stock again, but just in case, I thought I would give you a little heads up that you can actually use the Moonstone Glimmer Paste in much the same way, and it comes in a little pot like this, and you can dab that on with a brush. You probably couldn't actually just add it onto the fronds, but I would use some glitter drops instead. But this can definitely be used on the inside and the outside of your jar, and will add a beautiful effect similar to that you would get from the glitter accents, but you can actually see another little colour or two in there as well. You see another little shimmer off that too. So this is actually almost finished now. It's not even quite dry, but I couldn't wait, so I have my glue gun ready, and I'm going to put a little drop of glue on there. And then add some of this beautiful ribbon here. I really love this chili red ribbon. I actually just get the proper name of it. It's called the Red Polka Dot Ribbon. And I'm going to put this right around the top. I don't want any more ribbon, any more glue on it apart from the bit at the end here. That is actually lovely just the way it is, but for some reason I just had it in my head that I would really like to tie a little piece of this jute twine around it as well, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that and tie a little bow hanging down. And there it is, all finished, and I think it's turned out really well. You'll probably notice as well that I added some of the Glimmer Paste down into the bottom of the jar there, because I thought I love the way you can feel the jar plain and shiny on the top, but that glitters on the inside, and then you've got a difference in texture down at the bottom here. And then I added some inside too, because I thought it looked really nice from the inside whenever you put a little tea light candle in. So that's a little battery tea light candle inside there, and it's very bright and sunny outside at the moment, so I'm not getting the proper effect from that, but I will take another couple of photographs later and show you it. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy that, and it'd be really nice if you would like to try one of those, and you can let me know if you've tried it and if you enjoyed that too. So thanks very much for watching along. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed it, to give me a little thumbs up and a little comment to let me know, and come back again and see me some other time. I'll have plenty more videos coming up very soon. So once again, all my links to these products will be down below in the description of the video, and they're all affiliate links, so I do earn a little commission from it, but it won't cost you any more at all, and I really appreciate everybody who uses those as well. So thank you very much, not only for watching, but for sticking around to the end. Thanks so much. Bye bye.